Hold on, the cable is in the way.
Hello and good morning to you. This is Cafe Clairvoyance, and an amazing morning we have lined up for you today. And I have in the studio with me here. In fact, in the studio, he's in his studio. I'm in my studio, but we're together because you can see us here together, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sammi Hammi, a fantastic composer, a great person. And just to get the show started, I think we need to have our little intro music. Oh, if that will move across, that'd be great. Come on, here we go. Welcome everybody to the show, and you may be wondering here, okay, maybe the movie part of that intro there was pretty good, but the music there, the man who invented that music is right here beside me. There he is, just there. Thank you very much for that, Sammi. I was actually, what I wanted to do, I wanted something a little bit Austin Powersy. And I thought I've got the idea here because the show here is quite lively, it's quite good fun and everything. I wanted to get that energy there. But anyway, so I said to Sammi here, Sammi, is there any chance you could help me some music here? And he said to you, I'll have a look in my library, just before you things are in the attic. And there was this little tune. So thank you very much. And Sammi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Lovely to have you here. And we've been talking about getting you on the show here for a couple of months or so. And we're just going running through a few ideas that we could actually do. But a lot of this here is just having a lovely morning chat, an engaging chat here. And just seeing how we go. So we've got quite a few people coming on this morning. I'd just like to say hello to everybody, and let's have a little round of applause for Sammi and everybody who's joining the show. Brilliant. Coming in there. Good. Okay, Sammi, so tell us a little bit, please, about what you do.
Yes. Well, my name is Sammi Hammi, and I'm a music composer. I write music for the film industry and for the theaters and stage music. So it's including musicals, it's including film music for any kind of movie, actually from short film to long feature film, from comedy to thriller to you name it, to anything. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic. And because this is something amazing here. This is, I think, the work you do and what I've heard here, your work is absolutely unbelievable. And I know a lot of people out there at the moment are probably thinking here, well, Sammi Hammi, who is this extraordinary guy? And I've got to tell you a little bit about what I know here. I've known Sammi for almost, I'd say, about 3/4 of a year. I think I met you about July last year.
That's right.
When you came to Spain, and we're working on some projects together, along with a good friend of ours, Julia. But what I wanted to do, that project is still ongoing. But what we're doing here is to have a little bit of an idea about mixing music and spirituality, because music is like the international language of communication. We all understand it. And where spirituality is concerned, it's all about energy, and energy, music, all coming together. I think that's a lovely thing. So just putting this together, I think, is just lovely. And so what I wanted to say here too, yes, I can see. Oh, we've got loads of people coming on this morning. Lovely to see you all. So far, we've got 5 hearts. Oh, we've got 5 hearts. Oh, nice. 5 hearts. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And Sammi saying hello, Julia. Julia saying hello, Deborah, and Deborah saying hello, Julia. And we're all going at it this morning. And okay, so what we're going to do today here is you guys are going to find out shortly what Sammi is capable of. And I must admit, this is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing what's coming up here. And I think you'll find it, once you see what Sammi does here, you'll want to go to one of his shows. And we're also here, he's done music for film. So you're going to see a film clip very soon. And also during the show here, we'll be able to open up to you guys to let you guys to ask questions about if you or yourself want to play music and you want to take this a bit further, how Sammi may be able to give you some advice. And we'll just take there. But I think first of all, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look at a show reel of a wonderful, wonderful production, which I tell you what, you're the humblest man going. And you're going, oh no, it's just a little thing, you know. Wherever you're going, Sammi, this is fantastic. And you go, yeah, all right. Just, but it's amazing what you do. So just before we play this, tell us a little bit about One Way Ticket to Heaven. What's this all about?
Okay. Well, One Way Ticket to Heaven is a comedy gospel musical, which I wrote. Let me think. The whole idea started, I think, 2013 or even 2012. And we performed the musical in London, actually, in West End, Bloomsbury Theatre, and also in Munich, Germany, my hometown. So this whole idea is actually... one time I woke up with this idea. I want to write a gospel music, actually, about someone who has to prove himself worthy enough to go up to heaven. So he has to do some tests and trials in order to get to the top of heaven. This is the whole story. It's about the small-time crook who died in a car accident, and so he cannot get up, cannot go to the top that easily, but he has to prove himself with several tests and trials in order to be worthy enough to go up to heaven. So this is the whole story, and you've got it's in a hilarious kind of way. You've got Pluto, god of the underworld, who actually wants this soul in his realm of the dead.
Yeah.
You got his three inferiors, the three gospel witches, Fate, Fortune, and Destiny, who always try to sabotage the tests, actually, Ethan has to do.
Yes.
You've got a gay girlish guardian angel with pink wings. So he's going to be really good. I hope you're going to show this excerpt where you can see the gay girlish guardian angel.
I think it'd be rude not to. But it's... oh dear. You are looking so smart today, Sammi Hammi, says Julia Bless. And that's nice to have a few comments being thrown your way as well. So that's very nice there. Okay, so we're going to play just a second. So just before we do this, when you came up with the idea and then it actually got to the theatre, how long did that take? So you started your idea, you woke up one morning, as you do, on a Sunday morning, cup of tea and toast. Yes. Oh, I'm going to write a whole theatre production, and this idea, vroom, comes together. How long did it take from start to finish?
Well, the funny thing is actually, by the time I had the idea, about a gospel musical, actually, I was not a member of a gospel choir. But this is how the universe actually puts everything together. I mean, one of my best friends, I knew that he was singing in a gospel choir by that time. And one day we sat down for coffee with another friend. She was also in the choir. And so they just asked me, hey, why don't you join our gospel choir? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I want to write a gospel musical anyway, so it would be fun. So then I started, and I saw all these different kind of characters in the choir, which influenced me actually to write my characters for my story. And
that's just alarmed me. That's just worried me, because now I'm very alarmed now, because you look at people as characters to performance in films and theaters.
I do. I mean, you know that you are going to be a character in my new musical. I told you already. You're going to be a rooster.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Here's my bit. I've been training with this all week. To perform my art just correctly. So here it is. Good?
Good job.
That's what I'm going to do the whole time through his musical.
Great job.
I think I've got the part. Mr. Bean, I've just been told here. Yes, Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean, yes. Okay. Anyway, then
yes.
the whole idea. Then I had a friend of mine. He lives in Switzerland. He's he's a musical producer, and I asked him for his help if he can, because I never produced a musical by myself. And we had this idea to put up a showcase, but as more we got into it, it became actually the whole production we performed in London, and we were looking actually for a theater for about like with 500 seats, something like that, and we found the Bloomsbury Theatre in London. And then I started a crowdfunding campaign, because of course to put a musical on stage is very, very, very expensive.
I couldn't imagine that as being cheap. No,
and so I started this crowdfunding campaign, and also I found some private investors. And then by the time I started the production, I did not imagine how much work it would be.
Yeah.
So because I was not only looking after that everybody had enough to eat, I was looking for the props, that the props arrived on time. I was handling every financial affairs and just everything. So
yes.
I lost a lot of weight by that time. Julia can tell. She's been part of the production. She actually played the goddess Venus.
The goddess Venus. Yes. Brilliant. Yes. Good part. Yes.
Beautiful. She just played and sang beautiful.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah. Just ask me anything you want.
Okay. So, whilst you guys are thinking of some questions to ask here, perhaps you're thinking of getting into performance. Maybe you've got young people who want to get into performance. Maybe you've got questions there you want to ask Sammi. And I know we've got loads here in the studio over here. But first of all, though, let's take a little look at One Way Ticket to Heaven, just so you guys get to see just how fantastic Sammi is, and all the crew and all the team, how professional they are.
Shaky ground. You got a one-way ticket to heaven. It's a lonely paradise. You got a one-way ticket to heaven. So come on and roll the dice. I knew so for hell. Oh my God, no misery. I knew so for hell is what you gotta get for me.
One move ahead. I'm always one move ahead. You wanna bet? Ain't nothing really easier than that.
He's a sly old dog, a small time crook.
When all the heavens cry and the rivers run high, still we will live in love and joy. I'm a baby for two.
We would love to go on and on and on and on, but we can't. But that was just absolutely fabulous. That was just wonderful just to watch that. And I must admit, to be in the audience just watching that must have been a fantastic experience. And for you, Sammi, I just think seeing that being played out, thinking from your dream, the people coming together, everything taking its form, your stars, the cast, the performers, the whole lot. It must have been incredible.
Yes, indeed. It's such an incredible feeling, because you know when I start writing the music and the story here in my studio and seeing it on stage, then really it's just indescribable.
Yes.
It's just it's bigger than anything for me.
Oh, amazing,
And,
amazing.
yeah, what I forgot to say before is, of course, I joined this gospel choir, Munich Gospel, and I was telling them actually about this idea about writing this comedy gospel musical, and they were also, oh my God, please, I want to be part of it. Please, 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 let me be part of it. And I said, wonderful. And so I took half of the choir to London with me, actually. And yeah.
That must have been hilarious. That must have been hysterical.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been hysterical. Okay, so so what came first then? Was it to do with the musicals or was it to do with film?
Let me think. This is such a long time ago. I think. First, I started writing songs. Actually, writing my own songs, and then after, I studied in the Netherlands, and when I came back, actually, I became an assistant from a film composer. So it started actually with the film scoring.
Okay, film scoring first of all. Okay, so as you just joined us this morning, welcome to Cafe Clairvoyance. This is a live broadcast. It goes out on Sundays, Tuesday evenings, and normally Tuesday evenings, but today we're doing a very special Tuesday morning because Sammy's in his studio. And we also do Wednesday mornings. Now, Cafe Clairvoyance is a show which is about spirituality. It's about people. It's about all of us connecting together in a spiritual way and helping one another and engaging one another, spreading news, spreading love, spreading funniness, entertainment, and wittiness around. And we invite lovely people on the shows. And this morning, I'm just very, very pleased, very honoured just to have Sammi Hammi in the show with us this morning. So, just another question. I mean, just reading out some comments there. She said, Julia Bless, who actually starred in the theatre with her, she said, oh, that was so beautiful. Yes, we're all very worried about Sammi. Yes, your health and everything. You said you lost so much weight. It still makes me cry. One day we need to perform it again. How much more weight do you want to lose, Hammi? No, I actually see. I can actually sort of imagine you go from that and then you go on to other things and bigger things here. And then also what you did here, Sammi, you then did a film. Tell us a little about the film, the music to a film that you're doing, which is, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but I'll give it a go. Is Scholl's Bitcoin crime?
Well, yeah, you pronounce it wrong, but that's okay. I mean, it's Castle Bitcoin when you translate it. Schloss Bitcoin, yes.
Schloss Bitcoin.
It's actually I wrote the music for this movie. It's a short movie. It's about 30 minutes long. In February, I wrote it in February. Yes, like 2 months ago, and it's a krimi, actually a thriller. And I was talking to the director when I saw the movie, and when I read the script, that I think the best music which would fit to that movie would be the kind of psycho Hitchcock style, Alfred Hitchcock style. So he was very thrilled about that idea, and yeah, and this became the style of the movie. Actually, the style of the music for the movie.
Fantastic, because I actually listened to it and it was the music just went with the scenery and everything that was going on there. We'll just do the intro music in just a second. And tell us just a bit about the director. Is he, who's the director? It's Bruno, isn't it?
Yes, the director is Bruno Schiebel, and I've been knowing Bruno for a very, very long time. And yeah, it's we always work great together. And he did already several short movies and also industry films. And I always do the music for his films.
Wow, fantastic. You're a busy man. Sammi, you're such a busy man.
Mostly, yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. You're going to show us a short excerpt from the movie, right?
Yes, I'll show you a small excerpt for the movie now. And
hold on a sec. I will put the, I will put the link. This is the link actually to the whole movie. And you can turn on the English subtitles if you want.
Okay.
It's, yeah, explained in the dialogue beneath the movie. Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you about the whole story. I'm not going to tell you who the murderer is, but I can tell you they all die in the end.
No, don't tell that.
Sorry, Sam. Okay. Here's the film. Here's the film.
Da habe ich ihm gesagt, dass er daran denken muss, dass jeder Hacker mit einem Keylogger sein Passwort sehen.
We just want to do the intro bit there, but we're going to show that so people can see if they want to watch the film there to get the English subtitles. Otherwise, we're going into German, and a lot of people who are going to listen to this show probably don't speak German, apart from two. Which
What could that be?
I wonder who that could be. Anyway, so that's interesting there. So when you for that film there, that music there, that intro music there, and you get that Hitchcock style, I mean, that was absolutely, you really felt that. Even just moving up the driveway and the trees with no leaves on it, really felt that misty look and that oldish castle there. I thought the music there was fantastic. And is it something that you look at the scenery and you think, right, I know the music to this, or what happens there?
Yeah, what happens there? It's kind of a process, actually. Mostly, you kind of feel the right music. It's like, so you've got like those trees at the beginning. You've got like this mystery kind of look. And of course, I knew that it's going to be a thriller and there's going to happen a murder. And these are actually all already kind of signs in which direction I would go with the music, you know.
Okay.
And then you have to decide, okay, is the music's gonna be a more modern style, or is it gonna be more classical? Is it gonna be more jazzy, more swing style? And in this case, I talked to the director and I said, see, you've got this old castle actually, which kind of gives me the feeling that I want to get this classical mystery kind of music and not too modern actually.
Yeah.
So, and when you look at the Hitchcock movies, mostly you have strings actually which build up the suspense. So you don't have this fancy, all those fancy modern instruments like chimes, like cymbals, percussion, stuff like that. So this is actually what I left out of the orchestration. I mostly used strings to build up the suspense. And you don't even hear a piano.
No.
Piano as an instrument. So
that's so interesting, because when you think about suspense and you think about musical instruments used to these things, when you actually say you've got those instruments they're playing, you really get the feeling of that. This is going to be something. There's going to be something interesting here. Which gets your back up, ready that something's going to happen. Something chilling there is about to happen. They don't all die in the end. That was just humour from mine. I'm sorry. No. Anyway, right, okay, so viewers out there, hello everybody, hello. Let's give a little to you all, and welcome to the show, and let's give a little bit of a. And Sammy, this is from us to you. Just a little hoot there. Good morning to you. Okay, so this is Cafe Clairvoyance. I'm Phil Griggs. This is my dear guest this morning, Sammi Hammi. In the background here, we have the producer, Deborah Griggs. She's running around. She's taking your notes. She's taking down details from you, because very soon here, we are going to hear Deborah running. Yes, because she's taking your notes backwards and forwards here, going up one end of the room to the other. Take your notes there, because if you would like a little mini reading, and if you would like Sammy to play you a little tune this morning with your reading, then please let us know. Please let us know there. And it's lovely. You guys are so lovely down here, Mark. Just reading here your comments, reactions. You're all saying hello to each other. I mean, you have more conversations with each other than you are watching the screen. Do you realise who I've got on this morning? Mr. Sammi Hammi. Anyway, so yes, because very shortly here, I know that the doorbell is going to ring and your message is going to come in. So yes, if you'd like to just write in and just say here, yes, I like a little reading. And Taz Sandbrook says, oh, go on then. Okay, so Taz, what I'd like to ask you here is a question you may have here, in which case you do a little tarot reading. And then, Sammy, what I do, when I pick up this question, I pick up the energy of the question. I'm then going to feed through to you and say, perhaps we've got some suspense here, or perhaps we've got jollity, or perhaps we've got something bouncy, or something that's mediocre. And all I'd like just say here, used to here is just like da-da-da, where we got a little jingle here. But the producer said first of all, because she came in, and the producer here just said here she's yes, there she is. There's the producer. She just come in. She's yeah. The producer says, can she have a little jingle, please? Any jingle at all, just an uplifting jingle.
For the producer, anything?
Yes, and for Deborah. Deborah, the producer, she wants a little jingle.
Okay, let me think. Oh, Hold on.
I love it when it goes live because everything either goes. We're getting there. We're just having little technical bits here and there, but don't worry. Okay, Taz. Yeah, what's your question, please, Taz? I know it takes 20 seconds or so, 30 seconds or so for the feed to come through. Anybody else out there? Are you all right there? Yes, I get that. A little bit on the quiet side.
Should I?
That's better. That's it.
Deborah?
That's it. Okay, for Deborah.
For Deborah? Just anything uplifting?
Yep.
Okay, let me.
That was so moving. Very moving, very touching, beautiful. That was beautiful. That was so nice. I know Deborah's there. She's just gone all relaxed now and floaty and just thinking. And I have to say, come on, get ready. Let's do a let's say, Deborah. Okay, let's give a little. That's it. Okay. Oh, I love the piano music. One for me, please. Okay. We need a little question, folks, because we're going to tie up a little reading with this here. Okay. Taz says, okay, in 18 months' time. Okay. In 18 months' time here, we've got a few questions coming in now. Taz says, in 18 months' time, I sense a move north or abroad. Any feelings? Okay. So I'm going to do just quick tarot spread there. Are you all right over there? Okay, so Taz, 3 piles of cards are going to go for the left. Let's have a little look here. And a sense of moving here. Sense of moving. Will she be moving abroad? Now, it's interesting here. Taz, your cards come up here very good regarding a move. However, this is about balance with you. About balance with here. Because a good move will come up. However, do watch the money situation here. And also here, I think you need to keep to be almost be the spectator on this, rather than actually being the one on the field running. And the reason why I say is here, because your cards are very good, but they just say to observe. Have you got any music there that would be for Taz? And it'll do whatever it is. There just says here just to be cautious.
Cautious.
Cautious
okay,
music.
about moving?
Yes, cautious about moving, yes.
Just give me.
Brilliant. Okay. Wow. Lovely, lovely, Taz. So that's it. Here it says, yes, we got a home move. It's good. Watch the monies. Just make sure everything's in balance. And there's a little bit of music to be cautious to here. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, we got so much coming in here. And I can hear all your messages coming in. And the producer's running wild this morning. Yes, and the doorbell's going. And the suspense is coming in. That music isn't Sammy's, by the way. That was my music. Sammy does far better music than that. Makes sense. Thanks for the lovely music. The music speaks thought and slow down. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Sarah Catherine, she's a 369, and she just wants to say, is there any message for me? So I'll do a little card here for Sarah to come through, and then whatever the cards say, I'll just let you know, Sammy, what's in the music, what energy's in the music there. Okay, I'm going to go for the right. Okay, Sarah, let's have a little look here. Oh, this is about, now we've got fun, energy, ambience. Sarah, enjoy yourself. Enjoyable music. Enjoyable music.
Fun energy?
Yes, yes. Fine energy music. Lively, lively music.
Okay, let's see.
Sarah, this is for you. Love. Love. Travel. Wow. Happiness. Thank you very much, Sammy. That's blinding. That was amazing. That's amazing there. So this music you just do there, you just go, when it just comes to mind and you just... Because I watched you play.
My finger play. It's just improvising. It's what comes up to my mind when you say anything.
Okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. Absolutely fabulous here. And I just think that's brilliant there. So what else we've got coming here? We've got Harry Krishna. Joanna, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Lovely to see new people coming in here. Absolutely fabulous. And okay, so any other questions? Let's have a little look here. We've got Taz, we've just done there. And also we've got Pui Lee. Pui Lee is a very nice lady, and she's up in Norfolk, I believe. Norfolk. And she's a 21-3. We haven't got a question here, so let's just do a little general reading here, and just see what comes up. Right, hello. So, thank you, Sammy and Phil. Sarah, you're more than welcome there. But you had lovely, lovely cards this morning. Lovely cards. Right, okay, let's have a look here. And Puili, I'm going to go for the middle here and see what we come up with. I mean, I've actually watched you. I mean, I'm going to do the reading here as well. I've actually watched you. You have a conversation with me sometimes. And it's like your fingers go off into a different world. I better explain myself here when I say that. Say that here, because people are going to think, what on earth do you mean by this? Because you just start going, yes. All these little, your fingers just go off into their own little world here. Completely subconscious, completely off going here. It's absolutely fabulous when you come out with just the little jingles you do. Absolutely brilliant here. There's even here when I wanted that sort of music there for the intro music there, which I wanted that, and I was actually thinking rather than the spy who shagged me, we ought to do something like the spy who read for me, something like that, perhaps. Or the mystic who read for me. Anyway, okay, Puya, where you go here? Well, you've got movement. Movement is all change. Your work is changing here. Your work is changing. That's all going to be dynamic. And also here, but you've got to, though, your cards also say here, just really observe what you're doing work-wise at the moment. Very much about change, but one force is coming through for loads of change. Another force here is coming through here just to say, to be cautious here. So we've got up and down, a little bit of up and down music. And as you're playing this, I give a little bit more insight there to where you're going there. Very nice. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that just lovely? Beautiful. And what we've got here as well, we've got this magician card here, this power card here. It says you've got to think about number one, where you're going, Boyle. Got to think about where you're going. And the energy too here is about sometimes moving forwards, letting go of the past, very much about Saturn Uranus at the moment, and this new moon coming in, about letting go of the past here. It's just lovely to see you guys, all your lovely comments coming in. And what else we got here? We got Eleni. Eleni wants to come through. Hello, Eleni. Helen says, "Oh my God." And okay, Eleni, 21st of 10:58. Let's just have a little look here and see what she wants to say. Ellie, that's just put you up there. That's a good idea, isn't it? Ellie, lovely, lovely lady. Yes. Wheelie says early retirement. Haha. Well, could be, but I think if you did, I think you get bored a bit quick. Ellie, let's just have a look here. Right. So we're going. So 3 bars of cards left me to right. I'm going to go for the right Ellie here. So is it right you're in Munich over there in Germany?
Excuse me?
Hello. Is it so? Are you in Munich over there? Is it Munich that's where your city is at the moment?
Yes.
Yes. And do you work in the heart of the city, or the outskirts, or how? What's the sort of territory like where you are at the moment?
I'm actually in the heart of the city, right? Yes, I'm here in my basement, yeah, it's called Schwabing. Actually, it's pretty central in Munich. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
It's nearby the English Garden, actually.
The English Garden. I didn't realise an English garden in Munich. But that sounds fabulous. Okay.
It's a big, beautiful garden.
Okay.
Well, visit me someday.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I have to go visit you and go into English Garden. I mean, the only thing is, I feel really, really bad because in England and in Spain, they don't have a German garden.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. We have to invent it. We have to complain. Yeah. We'll have to complain here. Okay. Right. Let's have a look here. Emily. It's your cards here about do not get despondent, disappointed by anything. We're looking the wrong way. We're looking the wrong way here. This is about negotiation, talking, and upliftment here. So what we got here, we've got don't think negative, think positive. So we need to have a little bit of an uplift here. Little bit of an uplift for Eleni. Isn't that just lovely? That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And yes, Ellie says that sounds right. That sounds right there. So I think it's a beautiful experience. We've got loads of people online this morning. Lovely to see so many people here. For those of you just joined, this is Cafe Clairvoyance. I'm Phil Griggs. This is my guest this morning, the wonderful Sammi Hammi, a fantastic composer, and for film, and for for film, for theatre, and the stage. And he's just an amazing guy. His fingers just turn to music. So we had actually a little talk there before the show, and it was interesting actually to say, because when you dream, do you dream music? Do you dream music like we have a picture of things like this? Do you dream music?
Yes, actually I do. Sometimes I go to bed with music in my head. Sometimes I wake up with music in my head. And first thing I do is immediately run to my iPhone actually and record it. Otherwise I'm going to forget it, because I have so much notes, so many notes, so much music in my head. That's my brain is like this. So I have to record it immediately. Otherwise it's going to get lost. And sometimes I even have a music idea, a melody when I'm under the shower. So I start singing under the shower, and I thought, oh my God, this is so good. I have to record it. I don't want to lose it. So I run out of the shower totally wet, grab my iPhone and start singing into it.
It must be a life, extraordinary life here, because to have music is in spirituality. Music is spiritual, as we were saying earlier, it's the international language of communication. We all understand it. We all get touched by it in some way or form. And music, as the way I would understand it here, it's not a conscious thing. It's totally subconscious, which I imagine where all the ideas come from. And music will come from this area. Hence, you just have this idea that just comes to your mind. Because mind you just got to go and do it here. And So if I remember, yes.
Can I interrupt you? This is actually funny because you talk about subconscious. In fact, when I do film music, I mean, film music is so. It's when you do a movie, actually, you try to make the audience believe that this character really has this kind of experience. But music is a level which actually doesn't exist in real life. I mean, when two people get together, or you have a kind of a love scene, there are no beautiful strings playing a melody or something like this. So this is actually when I start writing the music, I really try to find any spot in the film which gives the music the right to come in slowly, so the audience does not really recognize it, but just accepts it as it is, at that moment, which can be some expression in the face, in the face from someone, which gives me the right to start the music, or which can be when something falls down, or someone lets something drop, then the music has the right to actually come in, and this works in your subconscious.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. 'Cause it is quite funny, actually. Could it be amazing if you have music when you got introduced to people? I mean, if they're really lovely, lovely people, I mean, that'd be fantastic, isn't it? You get like love music or something like this. But perhaps if you get something which is a bit worrying, you need like Jaws or Alien. Someone, dun, 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 dun.
What, do you want me to play something like that? No.
You could do. But it's amazing, isn't it? It's just so funny. So funny.
You have something.
Don't date that guy. Don't date that guy. Go away.
I don't get what you're talking about, but no matter.
No, it's just interesting. When you actually, as you say, when you actually meet someone, you don't get an orchestra playing. But in a film, there is. There's interesting.
Oh, yes,
so the reality is that that's the funny part. I think it's just hilarious. So
yeah, or when you imagine you go through a dark lane, there is no tremolo strings which really make suspense, or there's no piano doing. There's nothing like that, but in the movie you just accept it. You actually need it to get into the mood, to get this kind of emotion.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I can just imagine now. And my imagination is going to run riot thinking every time someone's meet, there should be an orchestra there playing. Whether it should be something exciting. You've got everybody's imagination now going, I should think here. And maybe they could think of X's and the entrance and the exit music to the start and the end of that relationship. Oh dear, funny. But no, that's great. Okay, Helen, let's do. Just join. What's plans? Okay. Priya, we'll come on to you in just a second. Okay, right. Okay, so Helen, a little message. Now, Helen actually joins the show as well. She's a medium and comes on the show, and I'm sure we'll get her to. In fact, on Sunday, I think we'll give a little knock on her door and see if she's there. Right. Okay. Right. 3 piles of cards there. Okay, I'm going to go for the left. A little message for Helen. Let's see what we can get for Helen there. Right. Helen, wow, fantastic. You've got wherever business you're going into. Yes, Deborah says Helen's a fabulous spiritual medium. Got this lovely card here called the Hierophant. Very, very powerful, strong card here. It's very good for business, very good for properties. And in fact, it is going to be relating around money, because money is going to be a core part here. And thinking about what you're doing money-wise, think about what you're doing with property and where you're going to move this. This looks very, very good. And it also say here that sometimes your plans aren't the same what everybody else wants. So sometimes here is music for the self. So if I put it here, that music is about, I believe in me. So if there is a music that says to believe in yourself and go your, it's almost like Fleetwood Mac, go your own way. Go your own, not completely go your own way, but go into that mode of life thinking, I've got to think for myself. So if you were to think for yourself here, just think of Helen's energy is about here, believing in the power of you. What music would that be there, Sammi?
I kind of feel to use a different instrument. Let me think.
Okay, that sounds good.
I've got this pad instrument.
The hammer and
Okay,
thistle.
just let
That
my
sounds like a
fingers.
good one.
I don't know.
Wow. Oh my God, that was absolutely beautiful.
Thank
That
you.
is absolutely beautiful. That is, and even, yes, everybody says here, oh, wow, 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 wow. All right, oh, here we go. We've got more questions coming in now. Let's get these going here. Okay, right, so we started something off here, so let's crack on with this. And let's go to here. Sally Mardell says, that sounds beautifully spiritual. Love it. What I'm saying, yeah, you just go, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Helen Grady, we just done a message for there. She says it definitely is very angelic. I love it. And Mel says there, she says, oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Love this. This is a good English word, this. I mean, you're German now. If you can understand this word here in English, it's called goosebump worthy.
Hold on, my power is almost gone.
Your power's almost gone. Uh-oh.
Hold on. I just have to.
How we doing there? We all right?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, we're back now.
Come on, no.
We're going to send some power down the line here. That's it. Send some power. There it is. The power's going to keep. There you look. You look better now already. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got some more questions here. We've got Julia who says, mention me would be great. 20 of the 6, 81, colour pink. Okay, let's go to the question here. Would be perfect meditations. Could I have the music, please? Actually, Sarah, that's very nice there, but I think that was just made up just then, wasn't it?
Just improvisation.
Just improvisation. Right. Okay. Just finish up the cards here and let's have a look. Sarah says, Gunz und Hund wertig. If you understand that?
Yeah, I do, but do you understand it?
Nope.
It means Gänsehaut is goosebumps, actually. It's kind of, she's getting goosebumps.
Okay, all about goosebumpy. Okay, let's have a little look at this here. We've got 20th over 6, 8, 1. We've got 2, 6, 8, 9, 8. We're on 9s here. So we're on, I'll just come back to that in just a second. 8, 9, 9, 81. Yes, we're on a 189. We're on a 189. So the one is about power. Taking power. And if I related it to this year quickly here, and well, I'll tell you what here. This is what will be. This is what's going to be important here for you, especially this year. It's about travel. It's about independence. It's about learning. It's about music. It's about everything you could possibly want to do and have your wishes out there. And interestingly enough here as well is keeping your energy clear, keeping your, not necessarily calendar clear, but keeping things, I need to do this, I need to do that without restrictions, without people holding you back here. So very energetic. Right. Okay. You're also 189. So the 1 here is about power. The 8 here is about mastery for your own self here. And the 9 is about going through your life here, going beginnings and endings, but then getting to the top of the tree. Okay, I'm going to go for the middle deck here. The middle deck is saying, okay, happiness of the self. Absolutely sparkling for yourself. So Julia would say here, so if your colour pink here, it's about super, super happy for yourself. And a Hereford here, super big business. I would work this towards happiness of yourself and mastering your own destiny where you want to go. And super good business-wise coming up this year. So I think something very positive and very strong for Julia to make her feel good about herself.
Okay, let me see.
Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was like something that had been rehearsed and practiced. It just makes you feel all relaxed, all nice and cozy, relaxed there. Now, there's a couple of people here who just want a little jingle. If that's the musical word. Can we allowed to say that? Is that pro-social behaviour? Would you like a little jingle? So Sammy, we're just like a little jingle, Sammy. Have you got anything out there that just would be a nice, an air of strength and capability? And maybe we could get a little message there, any tune. In fact, Sally, let's do a little spread here as well. Helen Grady says it made me think of the sea. Yes, we all need vitamin C, don't we? Bit of vitamin C and the sea. Right, let's have a look here. So, Sally, let's have a look at here. I'm going to go for the right. And Sally, this is for you. Let's see where we're going here. Okay, right. Okay, decisions. We've got to look here, make decisions. Your life is going forwards. It's about money coming into your life here. May not be through you, but maybe through other areas there, which may be important to you. And I think here, let's put that. And I think here as well, what it's also going to be about here is sometimes families being in different places here. But we've got, it's almost like to just go ahead. And I think it's just go ahead music, just trust. Just go ahead there. So we have music there just to trust. What would that be? What would that be there just to trust? Trust in music, just do something there. Just believe. It's a little bit similar to Julia's. This one here is about, you know what? You're going to be doing better than what you know, especially money-wise, lifestyle-wise. But life is changing. So we have to go ahead with change.
Okay, I'm going to be using a different instrument now. Let me think.
Oh. That was lovely. So just that quiet energy there, just to tune into yourself and just know it's okay. You just need to move ahead and go. And sometimes you get that real relationship between messages, which hopefully I'm delivering this morning to you guys, and also tuning in with the music there, just to make it link, it's almost like holding hands, even though we do safe distancing. Sorry. No. We still hold hands here. Yes. And I think there's a nice energy there. And I think as well here, just having this experience this morning with Sammy is just absolutely awesome. We've got about 5 minutes left. So if any of you guys have got any questions, or you just want a little tune played for you, or anything you just want to ask Sammi about music yourself, I think this is an important question to you guys. You've got family members who just want to know how they can progress to go forwards here. Just ask away. It'd be lovely to hear from you. And also, Sammi, so modern times nowadays, and we used to think of to get a musical out there with all the music and everything there. Is it all different now? Can it all be done at home?
Sorry, once again?
Yeah, sure. So all the music there. So once upon a time, when you're going to the theatre, you saw the musicians, and to get that sound, to get that ambience, everybody playing there. Is it still like that nowadays, or can you do it all from a keyboard at home?
Yeah. No, actually, you don't need an orchestra anymore, because every instrument I play with samples here on my computer, on my keyboard. Actually, I mean, I just played you. You just heard a guitar. You just heard the piano. You just heard like these pad sound, and I mean, I can show you. Like, for example, here we've got the flute. So actually, to save money, you don't necessarily need an orchestra anymore. But of course, it's always more authentic, and for the composer, much more lovely when a real orchestra plays your music. Of course.
Yes, I gather it is there. But I think what the keyboard does nowadays to play the whole orchestra like that is just awesome, and to hear your music when you put things together is just amazing. So on the showreel we've got here, One Way Ticket to Heaven, is that all music from your keyboard, or is that an orchestra playing it in the background?
Every instrument actually is played by myself on the keyboard.
That's amazing. Wow. So how many years did it take to actually get that production from start to finish, from your dream in your head? Was it a year? Was it 2 years? How long was it?
Well, the idea started in, I think it was 2012, and the production, the finishing process was, I think, in 2013, because I didn't earn any money while I was writing the music. I mean, with the musical. So I only could write on it during in my spare time, actually.
Okay.
And I'd say a production like this, it's like a show which runs about 2 hours. That's the length of the show, 2 hours, 2 hours 30. And from the writing process to the production process, it took like 2 years, I'd say.
Wow. 2 years. 2 years to get from all that, to get the whole lot together, the whole stage crew, the lot there, 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see the hard work that's gone into that. It's just absolutely incredible. We're going to play that shortly on the way out when we go here. And okay, so people there just want here, just want a little tune. Is there a little tune you could play? We've got 2 minutes left, but we're going to play part of your show reel and before we go. But is there a little jingle you just want to play to people this morning, just to say thanks, guys?
Let me think. I mean, I can play a little bit from my new musical. I'm actually writing a new musical at the moment.
Okay.
I don't want to tell too much about it. It's going to be kind of in a country style. So let me think what I can play.
Because you sang earlier as one. You did a little bit of singing. Is it okay to do some singing and do a playing there? Was that all right?
Yeah, but it's going to be in German.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, so just a short excerpt then. Let me see. Vor mir liegt das Weideland, saftig grün und endlos weit. Ich bin echt mega gespannt, denn endlich bin ich dafür bereit. Was ich sehe, ist eine Welt voller Freude, voller Spaß. kann tun, was mir gefällt, einfach springen durch das hohe Gras. Ich bin frei wie ein Schmetterling, der fliegen kann, wohin er will, und mit dem Wind nach oben steigt so frei. Ich bin frei wie ein Schmetterling, der atmen kann, solange er will, ganz ohne Angst und ohne Furcht, so frei, unendlich frei.
The producer, Deborah, says, let's give Sammi a heart. And I think you need well, you've got a big heart, but from all of us, a super big heart to you, Sammi. That was just awesome. What an absolutely fabulous show it's been this morning. And to be honest here, I always wanted to interview you and to do a show like this, but I never realised just how good it was going to be. And I thought that was so beautiful. And if you would perhaps accept another invitation of us again, say in a few months' time, and to do something similar, maybe slightly different here as well, then that would be absolutely fabulous, if that's all right with you.
Sorry? I just read the comments.
I know the sound is a bit funny this morning. It's just so hilarious. I was pouring my heart out to you then, and you just went, sorry? What?
I'm sorry. Now I'm blushing.
No, just saying, from all of us here, we really enjoyed that. So enjoyed that. And your singing and the musical, and just enjoy it there. Then we'd love to invite you back on the show again, maybe in a few months' time.
Sure.
And just see where things are at, especially with your performance coming up there. And also on the timeline here, you'll notice that Sammi's website address will be there, so you can have a good look there. And thank you for all the guests that come on this morning. We've had 38 thumbs up, but we've had 51 hearts, and we've had 11 laughs. So you guys are just saying thank you to the show here, and so glad you enjoyed it. So glad you enjoyed it. And just saying thank you to everybody. And anything else I need to say? I am free like a butterfly that can fly, and that's just by your music, Sammi. So you've really touched people just beautifully, and thank you so much. And please accept our love for myself and Deborah, over to you and Mike, and to everyone there in Germany. And we wish you a very peaceful and safe time as well.
Thank you.
That's okay, my friend. I know you're checking all your equipment over there to make sure you didn't get all the sound stuff, which is just hilarious. That's just hilarious. And Helen says, what a talented man. And again, I think let's give Sammi a heart. Let's give Sammi a heart. Let's reduce that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Welcome there. And this show is also on a podcast, so you'll be able to listen to this in your car on a podcast, but you'll also be able to watch this again. It's going to be recorded, and it'll be on the timeline. Any questions you've got for Sammi after the show, by all means, you could go on his website, or you can message us. We'll pass them on to Sammi. And Sammi, we wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful spring season. And thank you, guys, to everybody who's joining the show. You've made it awesome experience. And we're going to see you tomorrow morning for the astrology show with Guillermo and myself. And we look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, keep warm. And here's the show reel again, just to play out. And Sammi, thank you very, very much once again.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody. Oh, just one thing. If you guys could, when you go onto the on YouTube, I just hold on. I just put the link from the movie again. Here we go. So if you could give us a thumbs up, that would be just great. And you can turn on the English captions. They are available. Just watch below the video. There's a description how you can do that, and then you have the English subtitles. And it would be just great if we get thumbs up from you on YouTube.
Oh, definitely. We'll go on to that in a minute, and we'll put loads of thumbs up there, and I'm sure everybody else will as well, because I'm sure now everybody wants to see what you've done here. And I just do the show reel, One Way Ticket to Heaven, and I know if you do a musical there, and I know a little bit about musical, but I know it's a bit secret. secrets. It's a bit like MI5, isn't it? Dun 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 dun. Anyway, sorry, but what we'll do is maybe a little bit later on in the year when we get you back, you'll be able to tell us a bit more about it, and I'm sure everybody will want to go and see it or watch it or however it's going to be, because you're such a talented man and a lovely, lovely man, and so happy to see you this morning. You take care. Big heart from us, Sammi.
Thank you. Bye.
Take
Bye,
care.
everyone.
One way ticket to heaven.
Everywhere you go, he's gonna be around. I'm gonna be around. Always in the know. When you're on shaky ground, you got a one-way ticket to heaven. It's through paradise. You got a one-way ticket to heaven. So come on and roll the dice. I knew so for hell. Oh my God, no misery. I knew so for her is what you gotta get for me.
One move ahead. I'm always one move ahead. You wanna bet? Ain't nothing really easier than that.
He's a sly old dog, a small time crook.
When all the heavens cry and the rivers run high, we will live in love and joy. I'm a baby for tonight. I will make you feel alright. I'm a baby for tonight. I will make you feel alright.
He sees your light shining through.
Somehow I care.
He cares.
I care for you.
Hurry, sisters, hurry. You have to follow Pluto's lead. Always in a rush. Be on the move at lightning speed.
So many tears, so many words left unspoken. So much pain I caused, so many hearts I have broken.
Step it up a notch. Get a move on. Step it up a notch. Get a move on.
Water, fire, air, and earth.
Water, fire, air, and earth.
Turn the wheel
Yeah.
of life, death, and rebirth. Align in nature's unity. Maintain the picture of harmony.
Many times in your life you were pretending to be something other than you really are. So many times your mind lacked in understanding that lying really won't take you far. Dance away your shadows.
Leave all your fears behind. Release the chains of guilt and free your mind.
And free your mind.
Dance away your shadows. Reveal your children's
Baby, won't you thrive? I say let's jive. Let's give it a stride. A rise to life. Baby, won't you thrive?
Hurricanes of bad disaster. Pain the air. Forceful fires just burn faster. Stop the rise and shine. I'm like a black widow queen, which you have never seen.
show you the way.
Who is the king of the underworld?
That's you,
Alright, baby. Who makes the rules down here?
still you.
And if someone wants to pay, boy, he'll have a dreary day.
Heaven is a great place.
Heaven is a blast.
Heaven is a happy place.
You made